All right, we're getting into the exciting stuff for real. It's all about to happen. We've put in a bunch of work up to this point. Now it's time to execute and get things going. What do you say? In this video, before we can actually go ahead and start with our product launch, we need to set up our coupon codes within Amazon. So let me show you exactly how that's done. So here we are at our Seller Central dashboard. And I'm going to come up here to advertising, promotions. This is where we create our coupon codes. So we're going to go percentage off, create. We are going to leave this at least this quantity of items. At least this quantity of items, leave this at 1. Purchased items, this is the drop down menu where you're actually going to select your product. And first things first, there's one step that you have to do. So you see how there's products in here for me? Well, that's because I've already set this up right here. Create new product selection. For you, you're going to have to do this. So click that. And you'll see this. So we're going to product selection type. We're going to hit the drop down, go to ASIN list, and create product selection. And what we're going to do here is just simply go workout gloves. And I'll just do the same thing here. And this is really the only part that matters, the ASIN list right here. So every product has an ASIN, remember. If you don't remember what your ASIN is, just come over here to your manage inventory. Your product will be in here. And the ASIN is just right here, product name ASIN right here. It's this number that always starts with B. We copy that, paste it here, and then submit. Once we hit submit, we're all done. Then we kind of have to just go back and do this process over again. So back to advertising, promotions, create percentage off, at least this quantity 1, select 1. We now have our product in the drop down menu. Buyer gets 83% off. And I know a lot of people are probably going to ask, well, what percentage do you recommend? Well, it all depends. It varies on the product, but don't be afraid to go really high with the discount because, again, we need to be generating 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 sales a day, depending on what you calculated that you need to do for your product based on how competitive it is. So, I mean, if you need to generate, literally, if you're sourcing a extremely competitive product and where you need to give away like 50 units a day, or 100 units a day, well, in order to get that amount of velocity in a given day, you're going to have to make the discount really, really steep. Otherwise, you just simply won't be able to get that many sales. So let's say you only have to give away literally 7 units a day to get ranked for your product. Well, I might make this literally like 50% then, or, you can get away with that more. But generally, it's going to be somewhere in the 80s or 90s, guys. That's just the way it is. So 83. Now we come down to scheduling. Step 2, start date. It's going to start 4 hours from the date that we create this. End date. I always just go like a couple years in the future. Internal description. I'm just going to go workout glove 83% off. And I'll just copy that and paste that here as well. Step 3, additional options. So there's several different ways that you can create coupons from within Amazon. For these purposes, we're going single use. That way, each customer is going to have a one-time use coupon code, meaning that once they use the coupon code is dead. And every single customer is going to get their own unique coupon code, thus giving us a lot of protection and limiting our risk, as opposed to if we came over here and hit group. Watch what happens. If we hit group, then we create our own claim code, and it's only one claim code. So basically, we'll have 1,000 people all using the same code. We don't like that because if one code applies to everything, that code can easily get shared to the wrong people on the internet or end up on some deal site like Slick Deals, and you can basically just be out of your inventory. So that's why we always do single use, right? Total risk mitigation here. Single use, one redemption per customer, leave that on. We'll leave this at exclusive. And the one last thing is make sure this box remains unchecked. If this box were to be checked off, this 83% off discount would appear on your actual Amazon product listing, and we would certainly not want that. So we're good here. We hit review. Amazon gives you a little alert saying that, hey, are you sure that you want to run a promotion that's greater than 70% off? We say okay, and we hit submit. Once we hit submit, we're all done. We then have to wait 4 hours for the coupons to be active, okay? Once they're active, we'll be able to see it in our promotions, manage promotions up here, and they will be under this active tab now. During the 4-hour period, you might be wondering why you don't see the coupon codes you just created right here. Well, that's because they're going to be under pending, okay? When they're active, they're going to be under active. Let's click on one of the codes that I've created already. So I'm viewing a promotion I created way back in the past. Our claim codes are now available, okay? See this link? Manage claim codes. Group name, I'm just going to go workout gloves 83, that's fine. Quantity, why don't we just do like 600? Again, it doesn't really matter what quantity. I just always like to, why not make a lot, right? So you don't have to go back to the well. And once you hit create, populates down here. Status in progress. We hit refresh. It's ready for download. We download this as a CSV, and we then set that CSV off to the side for now. We're going to, in the next video, upload that into Facebook for our Facebook ad, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. We are knocking at the door of getting this launch done. We're literally 1 or 2 steps away. Really excited. This is probably the most exciting time in your business because you are literally, days away from potentially changing your life. Not to be so hypey, but it's true. So in the next video, we're going to detail exactly how to run a Facebook offer ad. Let's do it up.